Billy Reeves with the Kscope podcast here. Hope you're well. Brand new music and chat from our old pal Vincent Cavanagh, the former frontman of Anathema, of course. It's a solo project of sorts, which brings on board collaborators from many disciplines, informed in part by his composition work for fine artists' multimedia installations. Pop music, therefore, presented as oral sculpture. The group is suitably titled The Radicant, and there's a short album out now on Kscope. Before we hear what Vincent's been up to since we last spoke in 2019, let's hear some sounds from said platter. This one is called We Ascend. Radicant, We Ascend. Now, the last time I saw Vincent Cavanagh was at the William Blake exhibition at the Tate Britain, one of London's oldest art galleries, and I met up with him again very recently at London's newest art gallery in the Grade 2 listed church in Cloudsley Square, London N1, the Kscope Gallery. And of course I asked him what he's been up to since we last met.
I continued my exploration into composing for visual arts, which had started in 2017. And in 2017, I worked with my partner, Sarah, and a Canadian artist, Rachel McRae, who on a piece called Digital Undead, which was shown in London, in Miami, in Brussels, which led us in 2020 through to 2022 working on a piece which was more musical, which was shown at Sonar in Barcelona in 2021.
Wow, okay.
So at the moment where we are is we're in Kscope Gallery, it's in a Grade 2 listed church in Islington, and it's in Cloudsley Square. You can look it up. It's called Castor, Castor Gallery. And the show here runs until August 17th. I'm not sure when this goes out, but so yeah, you can come see this for free. Just ring the bell when you get here. It's Wednesday to Saturday, 11 till 6. It's open to the public, and there's 3 different rooms. So it's basically my partner Sarah's exhibition. Yeah. She's all her wall-based sculptures, video pieces, audio pieces, and the main installation, which is where we are right now. So it's 3 different rooms, and it's a pretty cool place to hang.
Can you paint pictures with words and describe the room we're in now?
What we've done is we've transformed the space into complete darkness. So we've blacked out everything in the room. And the only light that you see is from 2 very large projectors, which are projecting on huge screens at either end of the gallery. We have 6 speakers in the center room with what is essentially a dance floor in the center. And it's a circular dance floor, 4-meter circle.
I would encourage people to sit in the middle of it, because it took me a little while to work out. I mean, there's cushions.
Yeah, there's massive bean bags. But yeah, you can come here and hang and just sit and look at the projections.
With the 6 speakers around you.
Yeah, exactly. So sit in the center of the circle and listen to the piece. The piece is about 15 minutes long. And I deliberately mixed and composed everything with this in mind. So on the walls you have an immersive version of Sarah's piece, Turn Heart, Turn My Heart. Yeah. And the dancer that you can see is the same dancer who performs Retrograde, and Retrograde is the sound piece installation performance.
Oh, right, okay.
Her name is Sinna Lundersgaard, and she's from Norway, and she lives here in London. And the choreography was done by Georgia Tegu, who's from Greece, who also lives here in London.
Colombia, Greece, Norway, Liverpool.
Yeah,
brilliant.
I've got a lot of international friends. Yeah,
not many. But we're here also to talk about another discipline, the 12-inch platter record. Where a lot of that visual stuff is removed, because there is a record that you have made that has come out under the name the Radicant. So how did that come about? How did that coalesce over time?
Yeah, I'd been writing music on my own and not willing to share it with anybody for a very long time. So mostly just exploring different techniques and ideas of things that I liked. And it came to a point where all of this stuff that I've been doing the last few years, these collaborations that I've been doing with artists, and like this kind of exhibition, like all this kind of thing influenced and really contributed to how I want to present music on my own. And I just felt it was time. And I had a moment where I could have released the record that I had written in sort of 2019, 2020, and I decided not to release that record because it was too close to what I'd done previously, and it wasn't enough of... I'd sort of accepted at that point that, like, okay, I'm going to do a hybrid record first. It was going to be a hybrid between what I used to do and where I'm going. And then I just said, fuck it. No, I'm just gonna do how I really feel that I want to present music properly. Yeah. And that made the most sense to me, to wait and to do it in the right way. So I just continue to learn and continue to learn different techniques and different software, different hardware, different methods of composition and different methods of production, until I got to the point where I was satisfied with what I was doing. Mm. And at that point, I'd also got in touch with a French producer, a guy called Paul, who goes under the name Ténèbres, Stenebre. You can find him on socials like Ténèbres Audio.
How did you meet him?
Through a mutual friend, actually. We were Sarah and I were working on the piece that I mentioned earlier on, which was the sort of AI voice call and response, which got showed at Sonar Barcelona. And I got talking to the guy. We were working with is a guy called Thomas Bouaziz, who goes by Experience with 2 S's on the end. And I mentioned to him that I was looking for a producer that was completely outside of my comfort zone, somebody that was doing something that was completely different to what I'm doing. I want to do something because
also someone who'd never heard of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and somebody that I mean, like, as production-wise, I could do everything myself. I'd already made an album anyway, so I was like, okay, I need somebody who comes completely from a different world. Yeah. And then what I was really struck by when we started working together is his musicality and his
because he's a programmer, but
he's a programmer first and foremost, but he really understands chord progressions. He understands music theory and he understands the physics of music and the physics of sound. Right. And we've got our own little sound palette of what the Radicant is. We've worked that out between us of like the bass is super important, the rhythms are super important, the voice is still front and center, and of course there's still songs.
All in this
you can carry these influences from sound art and through experimentation in sound into your practice as a composer and a producer, and those things will pay off to anyone listening. For me, the music exists on its own. It doesn't necessarily need the visuals. The visuals behind any kind of music need to be absolutely part of the same whole, and they need to enhance the experience for the viewer and the listener. So, like, you can listen to this record on Spotify, and you'll get what I want you to get. You know, like as a listener, you'll get it. You can also come see this project live, and you'll get something different.
Yeah. So when we're talking about the Radicant live, we're talking a traditional concert.
I guess so, but I mean, I'm also interested in doing things in different spaces as well, and doing different contexts and different formats of spatial audio.
Because I guess it can go anywhere, big and small.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Like, you know, I'm super interested in spatial audio and about like the live experience of spatial audio and about live performance itself and visual installation.
People are getting more comfortable with it now.
I think so.
It's not the shock of the new anymore, so yeah, that's interesting. I guess music and visual have always gone together. I mean, 99.9% of people listening to this will know exactly what I mean when I say Elvis Presley and Jailhouse Rock.
I'm still at the beginning of this whole journey, really. I've got very strong ideas about the album and about how I want that to be a whole listening experience from start to finish. And I've got very strong ideas about how I want to present this as a live show and how the whole night itself is going to be structured.
All right.
So not just my performance, but also the whole evening, you know, from the opening acts to everything, really. You know, I want it to feel as you know, more of a sort of event, you know, like there's something going on. I'd love to do something in places like 180 The Strand, for example, or in the Saint-Quatre in Paris, or Palais Tokyo, or, you know.
Oddly, that kind of raises it as an art form, I think, if it's essentially a musician doing a gig and then colouring that. If you're doing it in those sort of spaces, it will raise it. I mean, rock and roll was invented to get people drinking in bars, wasn't it? If you're going to then introduce it to the, you know, the art world, art spaces, whatever that means, that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'd love to, but it will be This project has to be adaptable as well. I have to accept that, like, you know, in certain environments, you know, I'm not going to get a drum kit going. And in certain environments, you know, there might be some places where it's just me on my own. There might be some places where I can get an entire choir, an entire string section, and like a bunch of musicians together and do the whole thing that way. So I have to be sort of modular and adaptive about how I present the music and the staging. And but that's
something for all pockets.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting. It's an exciting way to think about it, really, because obviously everything I'm doing at the moment is pretty much grassroots. Like, I'm just starting off with me and my friends, and
no, that's a really nice way of putting it, actually. When it comes down to it,
that's essentially what it
is. Debut
yeah.
album.
But I've got big ambitions for how it should eventually be staged and.
Well, you know what you're capable of, and it's your time, Vincent.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
And so we must pass, gather all we have. This moment won't last. We head into the unknown, and it's gonna rain. never close your eyes. Just hold to each other. We'll make it through the night, but it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain when the sun goes down. Rain. It's gonna rain when the sun goes down. Stow away, and the rain it keeps falling. Stow away, on a wave like fountain. Stow and it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain when the sun goes down. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain when the sun goes down.
The Radicant, the album is out now. That's called Stowaway. Before that, you heard Zero Blue, and before that, We Ascend. I spent a lot of time with Vincent at the launch. My thanks to he and Sarah for their hospitality, showed me around their studio, their business premises. There's loads of stuff that I didn't have time to put in the edit, but basically all is well. There's going to be a full-length album coming out soon, and he and Sarah are expecting a baby. My congratulations to them both. Sarah Derras exhibition, as Vincent mentioned there, including music by Vincent Cavanagh, is at the Castor Gallery, Castor, until the 17th of August. Wednesdays to Saturdays, free entry. I was at, as mentioned, the launch of that, as were 3 Kscope musicians, and I won't say who they were because Vincent was talking to them about collaborating on the album, so let's keep that a surprise, or just in case their bits don't get used. Right, from one old chum to another, to finish this Kscope podcast, Tim Bowness, When Summer Comes, from the new album Powder Dry, which is out on the 16th of August. Thanks very much for listening. Do please like and share wherever you find the Kscope podcast. Ta-ta!
When summer comes, it will begin again. When summer comes, it will have changed. When summer comes, when summer comes, you were hungry and you were good. There was a love and you were lost. When summer comes, when summer comes, turned it on its side, turned it inside out, turned it till it turned love away. Innocent and small and new to it all. When summer comes, you will have changed. Always out of sight, always out of reach, always in the corner of your eye. When summer comes.